I can't see. When I first met Einstein, I said, do you believe in truth? He said, what do you mean by truth? I said, well, this is smooth, I said. And he put it under a microscope.
So this is Einstein, you meant?
And it looked like that, yes. And I said, gee, is that what it really looks like? He said, no, he blew it up more. It looked like slivers. So he said, if you lock your frame, naked eye vision, this is smooth.
Yeah.
But to an insect, this is rough. To a germ, it's mountainous. So I said, what's it really like? He says, that's a stupid question. We can't see what things are really like, only what they are to our receptors.
Yeah.
I said, I didn't understand you. He said, well, the dog can hear 30,000 cycles in sound. The best humans can do is 22 cycles, 1,000 cycles per second.
Yeah.
He said, sharks can detect 1 ounce of blood at 5 miles in the sea away. No human can do that. He says, so when you say humans are the highest evolved forms, you are projecting, Jacque. He said, there are many different animals. A chicken hawk can see a dime from the top of the Empire State. A human being is a 3-foot ball. So when you say we're the highest forms, talk about what area. So when you talk about love, say, do you love your mother? In what area? I didn't like my mother's racial views, her prejudice, her bigotries, but she was nice to me.
Yeah.
She was concerned.
Yeah.
So when you say I'm in love with that person, that's never true. You like certain aspects about them. And once you learn that it's a fluctuating thing, you don't become confused. You understand.
Yeah.
So
Because
what
I asked...
I'm talking about is extensionality, in the reference that I use it. Okay?
I view my spirituality much in the same way as mathematics and the study of quantum physics, quantum mechanics, the theories of infinity. I think we are all a very small kind of reality, a very small reality bubble
so
from
far,
awareness. Yeah. What is consciousness to you, Jacque?
Well, people believe it's a degree of awareness. That animals don't say, I'm alive, I'm living on Earth. How interesting. And if you show a cannibal a wristwatch, open the back, he'll say, look at those fantastic gears. He can't. He doesn't even have the association.
Doesn't care.
So when he looks at a watch, he grins.
Yeah.
That's all he does. He says, nice. And he'll wear it around his neck.
Yeah.
Never use it as a timepiece. So people, depending on their background, do not see the world you see as you see it, because lack of extensionality in their education. They're educated to serve the institutions they're brought up in. They're not educated to what you call think and reason, go beyond that. We try to do that with every human being. And where we fail, we'll try to solve that problem. If I can't get to a person, I say, I don't know how to get to them. I don't say they're dumb. So I don't know how to reach them, which makes me work harder. Okay?
Yeah. Did you ever meet Carl Sagan?
I talked to him on the phone.
Okay, yeah. One thing he said to me, which, not to me, I saw it in a video, which resonated very strongly, is that consciousness, awareness, is the universe's attempt to understand itself.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
He
needs a lot of information in semantics.
Yeah.
You will get a lot out of that book called Science and Sanity by Alfred Korzybski. They give you better tools to think with. And this is what we need, a lot of tools other than what we have.
Yeah. Do you think ultimately everything will be okay for the human species?
I don't know.
No.
How do I know that?
No.
We may kill each other.
Well, we've been doing it
We
for
may
hundreds
even
of
build
thousands.
this beautiful world and the media smash it. I don't know. Who the hell knows? I saved the kid from drowning once. And somebody said, it's a wonderful thing you did. And I said, that I don't know. Unless I see a picture of that kid's life thereafter. If it became Adolf Hitler, I'd say I did a lousy thing. I don't know. How would I know?
Jacque, do you think there is one infinite consciousness and we're experiencing it subjectively?
Not at all.
No? What would be, like, when we look at the kind of
history of mankind, you can see that it never existed.
Well, okay. So if we look at the overall massive cosmological bigger picture, if you could sum up in maybe 3 minutes what's going on.
I would believe that if a hurricane came and went over a church or around it, or if there's just children in a building and the hurricane went around that building, I say there is a cosmic consciousness. But hurricanes don't seem to respect anybody. And a tidal wave drowns thousands of people.
Yeah.
And an earthquake has buildings collapse on Jews, Swedes, Catholics. It doesn't
No, but
seem
that
to give a
explains
shit.
that explains the I think we're both on the same page about organized religion.
Yeah.
It's mumbo jumbo brainwashing. But if we are all one infinite consciousness experiencing itself
I didn't say
subjectively,
that,
no,
you said
okay, this is my words. It does explain why child rape, murder, Nazis, because it's the same thing,
I
killing
think-
itself just for fun,
I
almost.
suppose I told you what made a serial killer.
No,
Okay, you don't know that, do you?
a serial killer,
Yeah.
someone that doesn't like
Guy that
Kellogg's.
kills women, stabs them, cuts them up, or eats children, cuts them up.
What
The
makes a
guy's
serial
name
killer?
was Albert Fish.
Okay, what makes a serial killer?
Okay. The guy's name was Albert Fish. They believe he ate 40 children. And the public wanted to tear him to pieces or burn him alive. They were very bitter at him. A psychiatrist named Albert, not Albert Fish, but Wortham. His name was Wortham. He said, don't kill him. I want to try to find out what made him that way so we can avoid those conditions in the future. I like that guy. And he is what he found. When Albert Fish was 8 years old, he was touching his private parts. His mother was an old-time Baptist, good person, came in and said, you are going to burn in hell touching that part of your body. That is satanic, and you will burn eternally. She scared the shit out of the kid. And the mother said at 2 in the morning he was screaming. And she went into the bedroom, he stuck needles in his genitals because he didn't want to go to hell. Can you understand that?
I do understand.
Then he used to take minority kids into the woods and try to cut their genitals off to save them from hell.
I understand.
What do you think a soldier is? He's a guy that saw movies of Japanese raping women. That's called propaganda.
Yes.
Because Japanese have as many rapists as we have. And they're not all that different. But with propaganda, you can make people hate Germans, call them krauts, sauerkraut from that. And
Or nowadays
Japanese
Muslims,
slanty
yeah.
eye bastards. Whatever it is that we hate, we manipulate. We make movies to get kids to enlist in the army.
Yeah.
Showing medals, heroes. And I want you to know this. I worked for a guy named Ernst Udet. He was the head of the German Air Force in World War I. I worked for him.
Really?
I said, how did you shoot down 70 airplanes? He says, it was very easy. That's the way he spoke. He said, I would fly above the squadrons and look at the rookies. You know what that means? The amateur pilots
Yeah.
weren't good at getting, and I'd pick them off. Is that
Predatory,
clear?
yeah. That's how he did it.
Yeah.
When you were asking, how could you possibly do that?
Yeah.
And he answered, well, yeah, this is how, yeah.
He told me.
Excellent.
Same for Eddie Rickenbacker, American hero. Shot down about 65 planes. There's no other way you can do that. If you had equal abilities up there, you might last through 6 or 7, but not 71 airplanes.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do understand.
Okay. So to me, all the people that are heroes, they're all part of this sham.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad at them or angry at them. I understand them. If you're brought up in this world and you have a machine gun and you kill 400 men enemies, they put a medal on you. 5 medals.
Yeah, you're not a mass murderer. You're not a serial killer. You're a hero.
Do you understand? There are no mass murderers, no heroes. They're made by certain conditions.
Yeah.
And if we don't know what those conditions are, hate substitutes for solutions.
Yeah.
Okay?
I find, I'm glad you mentioned
Do you
that.
understand what I'm saying?
I do know exactly what you're saying. For me, I am unable to be angry or scared of something if I understand it
Right.
completely.
Right.
Yeah. So to understand evil, in quotation
How
marks,
they get to be the way they are.
yeah, then it makes them a lot less
If you know
scary.
how to change them,
Yeah.
if you know the mechanisms of change, it takes, people say, how long would it take to change all the people on Earth? Given control of the broadcasting companies, movies, and the media, it's 3 months. That's all.
3 months.
That's all.
That's probably quite true. Well, they did it
We
with
got
swine
that- I
flu,
got that
Islam.
from the army.
Yeah.
I said, how do you take people out of church, kids, and make them killing machines?
Yeah.
We get a guy named Frank Capra. He made a movie called Why We Fight. Make the Japanese look bad, make the Germans look terrible, makes Spain look
Works
awful.
every time.
And it works every time.
All
How
right.
long did it take? 3 months. So give me movie control of television, radio, and it doesn't take that long because the people get it. They change other people.
Absolutely. Jacque, I'd just like to say a massive thank you for speaking to me. We have 1 minute left. If someone could please film me giving him a hug. Can I give you a hug, please? To say, because it's very important for me is the kind of...
The love, please.
Can I give you a
Are
hug?
we friends?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Jacque. Appreciate it.
We need you. We need you. We need everybody that can help. Look, if you find fault with the vehicle, tell us about it. We'll change it.
Absolutely. Can I please take your book?
We're not fixed on anything.
Yeah. No. Good. No,
Right.
thank you. That's been very, very mind-opening for me.
Okay.
Cheers. And there's the man with the phone.